I thought booking a week at Willow Creek Farm in upstate New York would be the perfect family escape. The listing showed a warm old farmhouse, endless open fields, and cows wandering lazily in the sun. After months of city chaos, it felt like exactly the quiet we needed. So, I brought my wife Emily and our 2 kids, Jake, 10, and Lily, 7, hoping for peace. When we arrived, the house was just like the pictures. Maybe a little older, a little creakier, but charming. We spent the first few days feeding animals, walking trails, and letting the kids run free. The owners, Mr. and Mrs. Thompson, were friendly enough, always smiling, always polite. But they had a strange look in their eyes whenever they mentioned the woods. "Stay close to the house after dark," Mrs. Thompson warned. "There are animals out there," her husband added, pausing just a moment too long. I laughed it off. Rural folks exaggerated danger all the time, right? 4 nights later, that confidence evaporated. Around 2 a.m., a deafening alarm ripped through the house. I shot upright in bed, heart slamming against my ribs. Emily clutched my arm, her voice barely a whisper. "Tom, what is that?" "Stay here," I said, though fear tightened every word. I crept to the window. The alarm screamed on, a piercing wail vibrating through the wooden walls. When I pulled back the curtain, my blood ran cold. Every cow on the farm, dozens of them, had gathered in a perfect circle around the house, facing outward, heads low, hooves stomping. Their low moos carried a tone I had never heard before. A warning. "Dad," Jake whispered behind me. Lily clung to him, stuffed bunny in hand, her little face pale. "Why is the alarm going off?" "Probably a raccoon," I lied. But Lily shook her head. "The cows. They look scared." She was right. Those animals looked like soldiers guarding a fortress. I told Emily I was checking the alarm control. Downstairs, the red light blinked rapidly. I entered the code that Thompsons gave us. Nothing. Tried again, still nothing. No phone signal. No Wi-Fi. We weren't just alone. We were cut off. Then Emily's voice came from upstairs, trembling. "Tom, what's happening?" Before I could answer, a sound rose above the alarm, a low, guttural growl drifting out of the woods. I stepped outside, the cold night pressing into my skin. My flashlight swept across the field, catching dozens of reflective cow eyes watching the tree line. I heard the growl again, closer, then the rustle of something large pushing. Through the underbrush, I raised the flashlight. 2 glowing eyes stared back at me, low to the ground, wide apart, unblinking. This wasn't a coyote. This wasn't anything I'd ever seen. Branches snapped loud fast. Whatever it was moving straight toward the house. My heart thundered as I stumbled backward. "Tom, get inside," Emily screamed. I slammed the door shut and locked it. The kids were crying. Emily's face had turned white. "What did you see?" she whispered. I don't know." We pushed chairs, a table, anything we could move against the bedroom door upstairs. The alarm finally stopped, but the silence left behind felt worse. The cows still stood in their protective ring, mooing sharply as if fighting back fear. Minutes blurred into hours. Then, thud, something slammed against the front door downstairs. Heavy, slow. Testing it, Lily whimpered. Emily held them both. "Tom, if it gets in, it won't," I said. But even I didn't believe it. Another thud, harder. The cows exploded into panicked moos, hooves pounding the dirt. I crept to the upstairs window with a fire poker in my hand. My flashlight beam flickered across the yard just in time to catch a huge, dark shape sprinting back into the woods fast. Far too fast. Just like that, it disappeared. The cows remained on guard until the first hint of sunrise finally touched the sky. Then, as if nothing had happened, they slowly drifted back to the fields. At dawn, the Thompsons arrived, concern painted across their faces. "We got an alert about the alarm," Mr. Thompson said. "What happened?" "Something was out there," I told him. "Something big. The cows. They protected the house." He exchanged a quick look with his wife. "Probably just a coyote," Mrs. Thompson said too quickly, her smile tense. "They get bold." "That wasn't a coyote," Emily snapped. "It sounded bigger." Mr. Thompson cleared his throat. "Well, cows know when something's wrong. They'll protect their own. And sometimes people too." We didn't argue. We packed. We left. As we drove away, the cows grazed peacefully, like the night meant nothing. but the woods behind them felt darker, heavier, hiding something patient. Even now, I can't stop thinking about those glowing eyes, the thud on the door, the way the cows circled us like guardians. The Thompsons can call it a coyote all they want, but I know what I felt, and whatever hunted us that night wasn't just an animal. It watched us. It waited, and I still wonder what might have happened if the cows hadn't been there.